This market, it's either you're too big or you're too small. There is no in between. In between, you won't survive. The bigger they are, the more money they make, and the stupider they get, unfortunately.
They will suck in all the clients because the name is already there.
Making more money makes you stupid. I want to work with a few clients that pay me really, really well. I do not have the need to hire more clients or hire more people because I'm satisfied with how much they pay me.
The pipeline always has to be bigger than the team.
You have your recruitment and training. You need to recruit, but if you keep yourself first, impossible, because it's a mindset. If that's your mindset, you're not gonna give time to your people. You're not gonna give time to train your employees. You're not give time to give them the feedback they need on a day-to-day basis to improve.
Dubai real estate problem is Dubai real estate agents. Hello everyone on another episode on Chekd, and this time I brought someone who fixed a lot of problems in the real estate industry. And to your surprise, I already had the surprise before when I knew his age. This guy, he's doing it for a long time and he's just 24 or 25. Sanad, you're 24? 25?
I'm 25. I just turned 25 in July.
You know, this new generation, I don't know, they're like born with a PhD or something.
We try.
How are you, Sanad?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I've been always a big fan of yours and the show, and very happy I'm here.
You know, even me, like we met a long time ago. I mean, we're supposed to do this episode for a long time, but I think divine timing is the best timing, right?
100%.
Sanad, what I know about you is that you are very involved in client acquisition when it comes to real estate. I don't know, some sort of automation, AI involved organization systems with a lot of brokerages companies. You do only brokerages?
No, not really. We work with over 250 companies worldwide in many industries: residential, buy, investment, healthcare, real estate, mortgage, consulting, insurance as well. But all of our UAE operation is in real estate.
Amazing. And I believe, because when I met you, we spoke, if you remember, in the Address Creek.
Yeah.
I was shocked. You told me also we have a branch in the UK.
I started in the UK.
You started in the UK?
Yeah, I started in the UK.
Oh, okay. That's I didn't catch that last time. So you started in the UK and now you're in Dubai.
Yes.
Amazing. So look, for the people who don't know you, I'm sure a lot of people from real estate already know who you are, even though you are not very focused on personal branding. You do beautiful content, very informational content. But for the people who don't know you, just to introduce yourself in general, like what do you do, your background and all of that.
Thank you. My name is Sanad. I do a lot of different things that usually I don't want to associate myself with the things I do. Mm-hmm. But when someone asks me, what do you do? I always say I'm a builder, right? Because reality is I just observe markets, identify problems. I try to get my hands dirty in them, and I build solutions, and that's it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it makes money, sometimes it doesn't, but that's what I usually focus on. Now, when it comes to our operation in real estate, we've been here in the UAE, which is what this episode is probably going to be more valuable to.
Yeah.
I've been since 2020, let's say since end of 2020, actually. That's when I first came here to the market. But as I said, I came from the UK, which is a different story.
But you started your journey as... You're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, and you from day one you did that back in the UK.
Yes. So I graduated high school. Mm-hmm. I didn't go to university.
What?
No, I didn't go to university. I graduated high school, but I'm not that. Let me make something clear. I'm not that story of the D student turned out entrepreneur. No, I was top of my class. I graduated school with good degrees, but I was supposed to go study astrophysics and theoretical physics in the US, but I didn't get a full scholarship.
Oh.
So I applied to like 9 universities. My best, like what I hoped for was Stanford, but I didn't get in. They only accept like 4% every year. So I didn't get in, and whatever I got in, I didn't really get a full scholarship, and we didn't really have the means to cover the rest. So I dropped out. And
either that or nothing.
Yeah,
either I study this or I don't study.
I've always known that I'm never going to be working as an engineer, or I'm not going to be working as an accountant or a finance. It's either I do that's what I'm passionate about, that's what I need, or not. I'm going to figure it out on my own, because I always had this love for problem solving.
Okay.
Right? And one of the favorite things that I've always enjoyed in school was math and physics. And this is not a rule.
I think it's a North African thing.
It is.
Yeah, we kind of
is.
like it.
It is. And this is not a rule, it's just my theory.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that if you're good in math, you're destined to be successful. I mean, you cannot be unsuccessful. It's my theory. Again, it's not really a rule, but it is my theory, because what math entitles is problem solving.
Yeah,
you're solving
we
problems.
start with problems. The problem number one. Okay.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with theorem of Thales, or it has nothing to do with algebra or anything, but it has to do with how your brain functions.
I agree.
Right? And it's just like you're putting in math into it, put business problems, life problems, and just the same thought process, right?
Yeah, it's the same algorithm.
Mechanism. It's the same algorithm.
I agree. You just shocked me. You decided not to study in uni because your goals was to do astrophysics, of all things. Like, it's a really complicated subject. So I assume you wanted to do it because you loved the subject.
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
All right. So you wanted to do what you love or nothing.
Correct.
First question: how did you stumble upon entrepreneurship? Like, how did you pick that?
So here's the thing, what else to do? That's the question. So I dropped out. I was lucky enough to have an understanding family. It wasn't really easy. I was 18. It was just around COVID, 2019, end of 2019. I graduated high school 22nd of June 2019, right? And then I just said, okay, cool. I was for 6 months working in a startup back home. Until I get, my US admissions. It didn't happen 6 months later. COVID was starting up. And then I was like, okay, everyone is sitting home. I don't want to go to university here. I talked to my family. They sort of embraced it with grace. And all right, so what to do now? And I think it was destined to be. It was because I've never thought about it. I never said I'm going to drop out and I'm going to do business. I said, I'm going to drop out and inshallah, I will figure it out. And then it was the randomest evening sitting, and I came across a YouTube video on how to start an agency online with zero funds.
Which is way easier than astrophysics.
It should be. I mean, it should
bro,
be.
I'm telling you.
If it's posted on YouTube, I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
So I clicked and watched because it resonated. The hook was really good. It hit home with me.
Yeah.
I watched the video and it felt like I just discovered fire. And it started from there, from a random video.
Yeah, it was a digital influence, and I mean that's one of the pros of
100%.
Internet in general.
100%.
Okay, the second question, and it's a very important one. Do you think this is better than doing astrophysics and having the full scholarship?
Very good question, Now that I have, because the reality is I didn't go because I didn't have the money. That's what it all comes down to.
Now you have
Not
it.
necessarily the skill, but the money. So now that I have it, it always keeps bugging me. It always keeps bugging me. Should I go and do it at one point? Should I? I'm still young. I still have the time. I think once once I'm a billionaire with a B, I might have the luxury of time to go and actually do it. But until then, I'm just gonna continue hustling, Okay, but it's always somewhere here. It's always somewhere here.
It's like
what if,
What if? One of the what ifs. I agree with you actually, but let's see. I think sometimes you have to do something not to. I mean, astrophysics. Maybe you wanna study it to understand it, not necessarily to work in this field.
Not really.
You just wanna understand, and I think that's the most important thing about acquiring knowledge. I mean, we made knowledge a business. Like, you study to work to monetize it. But I think the best thing you can do in life is to learn something for the love of it. But anyway, with that being said, you did start in London, UK. You started with client acquisition, if I'm not wrong.
So my journey has always been a journey of progression, depending on what the market says. So I started in London with pure ads. We used to work with plastic surgery clinics.
Wow.
And at one point, we had like 20 of plastic surgery clinics in Harley Street, which is the main street for plastic surgery, aesthetics, or whatever, like practices, let's say. And at one point, I used to have Dr. Naveed Jalali, who was the head of the Plastic Surgery Association in the UK, as a client of mine. Such a good stud. But yeah, it started with ads. It started with acquisition. Still, I've always been involved in acquisition. It started with ads, and then it sort of transitioned into creative work and into ads and into design of ads and into building funnels for businesses and all of that stuff. But initially, it started with just come work with us. We will manage your ads. We will bring you qualified leads, qualified business.
And okay, how from this Dubai, like?
Yeah, good question. Good question. You know, it's a very fascinating story. I closed my biggest client ever at that time in plastic surgery. It was a group of clinics. They have some stuff here in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Istanbul. And over time, we worked together over months, and I became friends with one of the partners. And he was Egyptian. And we became friends, and we started to have these side talks, you know. And he told me, listen, whatever you're doing, you should come do it here. And I remember it was June, and then I studied, and I kept for a month studying the market. And at that time, I used to have like maybe at the peak, maybe 20 clients back in London, scattered maybe a bit across Europe as well in healthcare. And I remember it July 25th, it was Eid Adha that day.
All right.
Yeah. I launched the ads targeting people, trying to test the market here. What's the market demand if I put an offer out there? And it was a really random video. It was like me sitting, talking about my offer. What can I provide to the market? And I scaled from literally 0 clients in Dubai real estate to 11 clients in 2 months.
Wow.
Between July 25th, let's say end of July, until early November, mid-November, I had 11 clients in Dubai real estate. And that was my breakthrough moment.
Like, okay.
All right, whatever I'm doing, I've been doing for like a year and a half in the UK. I'm not able to scale properly because you're working with mortgage business, like brick and mortar businesses.
Yeah, it's not like
like a clinic. How fast can you scale them? How big can you scale them? They always capped at a certain level, right? And then the energy, the level of people I was talking to was insane here. I loved the vibe, selling to salespeople.
Yeah, and you worked with some big names in the market here.
Ironically, which is something, you know, usually in business you would come in and you would start small and then earn your reputation until you grow and get a piece of the big players and sit at the big table. For me, it was the opposite. I came here and I attracted the big players first. I remember I started working, and then we started working with Espace in like 3 or 4 months after I moved to Dubai.
Can I ask, can you remind me just the year when this happened?
This is July 2021.
Okay, so it's not a long time ago, but it's a different market back then than now. Yeah.
Very different market, very different market. I started coming to Dubai just after the second lockdown. And then I moved to Dubai fully myself in July, again, a year later, 2023.
Do you think
2022, sorry.
All right, so 2022. Okay, it makes sense now. Do you think this happened because the market back then needed like media buying because it was hard to sell because it was post-corona? Or was this the reason?
If we talk about that, it was a completely, from a marketing landscape, this market was completely different. When I came from London, running ads for healthcare anywhere in Europe, in any country where GDPR and GDPR Plus are imposed, is like you're trying to solve something that's never solvable. You need to have extremely high standards when it comes to what you do in terms of advertising to be able to get success. Here, virgin market and regulated market, you can put in an ad and you say, get 50% ROI next year, and it will still run. Very unregulated. So when I came here and I showed people my results, right? And I showed people what I've been doing, it was like I discovered fire for them, which for me was the standard. I've been doing this for a year and a half.
Yeah, but like, so I think you didn't come here fresh. You came here
with experience.
With experience.
Yes.
So it's not a beginning. It's an extension.
It is an extension. It was an extension. And to come to the point of like how different the market is before, like I remember when I came here and at the end of the day, I didn't have any real estate experience. So I logged in and I'm observing what people do, what Provident does and what all of these big companies do in terms of marketing. And it was all, you know, the static ads, take the brochure picture, put some design on it, put the company logo, run it as an ad. This was the landscape.
Really? No reels?
No reels. I will tell you about video content because I have an interesting story about video content in real estate. This was like, let's say 4 years ago. And I remember seeing a lot of companies as lazy as literally no design, nothing. They can screenshot and it's clearly screenshotted off the brochure, the floor plans, and running them as ads. But here's the kicker. It used to work. You will still get the craziest type of leads, the highest quality possible.
So you don't need reels.
You don't need reels. You don't need to go out and shout and animation from here and animation from there. It used to be easy. Because it was untapped. It was a virgin market.
Yeah.
But then COVID, crazy. The second lockdown and how that influx of people and all the eyes are in Dubai. Look how these guys are managing. Look how these guys, everyone is at the gym. Everyone is at the pool. That's when demand increased, and eventually with demand increased, competition increased, and then the standards need to go higher.
Yeah,
otherwise you can't compete.
The videos have to be there now. Statics are no more
because it's not a market of who's first anymore.
Yeah,
it's who's first and who's good.
I agree.
So you need to put your face out there. You need to present an idea. With video content, I'm not gonna say the first. But I always had this idea because that's what we do in healthcare. Like imagine you are in Harley Street and literally it's row of plastic surgery clinics. What makes you different?
Digital.
So you need digital. You need to put in the doctor in front of the camera, talk to the patients, put your message out there, let them connect to you. This is what we used to do in London. But here it wasn't that landscape. So I always had that belief video content is where the money is. But the first person to ever believe in that idea was a guy called Farhan Safi. He owns a company right now, a really, really good company called Revo Realty.
Is this? I heard this somewhere.
It's famous. It's famous. They are content first. They're a marketing agency, content creation agency that just happens to sell real estate. That's what they are. Now, this guy believed in my vision. We need video content. And this was around, I think, the launch of the Noob Skies, right? And he wasn't camera trained, right? And I remember he went out there and he told him a vision, how the video would look like. And it was literally, I don't know who's shooting the video, but the iPhone, the audio quality was really horrible. And it was him sitting behind or in front of the barrier, and he was presenting the project. And this happened when TikTok just dropped their ad platform to the MENA.
All right.
I'm not going to say we were the first, but we were 100% one of the first handful agencies to run video ads on TikTok for real estate in UAE. We were getting him 1 dirham cost per lead, 0.5 dirham cost per lead, 2 dirham cost per lead, 3 dirham cost per lead. And I
this
still
is the
have
cost per lead to get a back.
And you know, funny enough, he closed a lot of deals from it.
TikTok.
He closed it. I still have a lot of clients active on TikTok now.
TikTok, organically people are closing.
Yeah, organically.
Nowadays.
Let alone with ads. Yeah.
Before we jump more into real estate, because I have a lot of questions to ask you, why you didn't do clinics and medical here?
I was sort of, as I told you, I was hooked and working with salespeople.
All right.
Salespeople, when I jump on a call with them and I tell them, look, I have this offer. If you implement it, you're gonna get you're gonna book 30% more meetings. You're gonna increase your revenue by 15%. Done. Let's do it. An owner of a clinic, healthcare, not a business owner, it was a bit hard. I would be talking to, because I tried a lot in 1 year and a half working in healthcare. I dealt with people from the US. I dealt from people with people in Denmark, in the UK. And you're always not talking to a businessman. You're always talking to a doctor.
Yeah.
they're not motivated, especially in the UK, because it's the NHS, it's public healthcare. The privatization of healthcare is not really big. They're not really enticed. If you tell them, I'm going to add
capitalism.
If you tell them I'm going to add like $1 million or £1 million in procedure to your top line every year, okay, cool. Right, they don't get excited.
Yeah.
So that's why since I made the move here, I've been only working with salespeople.
So it's just that clinics didn't enter the game. Otherwise, you could have also been, because clinics here also is a good business. Like it is
a good
crazy,
business. Till now we have a couple of clinics that work with us from Australia,
but not here. Like,
not here in UAE. No.
You never like.
I never had a thing for it. We tried. Because at the end of the day, for me, wherever there is potential, I try to put my touch in it.
Right.
We tried, but the quality is not really good and the margins are not really good, because you get, other people that are doing it for cheaper.
Right? Especially with clinics. Because I mean, a client who wants to have a veneer or something, it's not like a client who want to buy a villa or an apartment.
100%.
It's different. All right. You want to say something?
Yeah, for me also, this is probably something that's worth sharing. For me, my business strategy, any business that I get involved in, I build e-com brands with my partner. That's one business that I'm involved in. We do AI, we do marketing lead gen. Now we do software, and every offer that I build that's targeting with the purpose of generating money or generating sales, one of the core pillars to validating that market is, am I going to sell it to someone that's going to make way more money than what he's paying me, so they can justify paying me?
It's better because it's a long term.
Of course, because if I come in and I tell you, hey, pay me $12,000, and then I'm going to build you an acquisition system that's going to make you money, but your average cost per acquisition or your average deal value is like whatever, 2,000 dirhams from veneers.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You're not going to justify it. You're not going to justify it. So with me working with high ticket, building offers or focusing on high ticket industries, look at plastic surgery, still healthcare, but high ticket. The average procedure is $8,000 to $12,000, $13,000. Citizenship by investment. They make a minimum per deal, $10,000 to $30,000 depending. Real estate, same thing, higher commission slabs. So every market that I try to get involved in, I need them to have high margins so I can charge them premium. Because for me, I don't want to build a company that's going to have a full floor office with 100 people, and I don't want to work with 100 clients as well.
Yeah, I agree actually.
I want to work with a few clients that pay me really, really well. And I do not have the need to hire more clients or hire more people because I'm satisfied with how much they pay me. And it's always growing. So I can put all of my efforts, all of my ducks on them.
I agree with you. Even in production, it's the same mentality.
100%.
You like to work with less clients, higher quality, and with the high quality comes more revenue.
100%.
Okay, now to come back to the real estate market, I feel like you become the last few years an expert when it comes to client acquisition in real estate and building systems for real estate companies. But unfortunately, we both know that there is some big real estate companies that don't care about the new stuff, the new systems. I mean, they're still using Excel sheets. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think the culture of real estate companies here, it's up to date with what technology is offering?
So look, there are people, in Arabic we say it's يقودونهم إلى الجنة بالسلاسل, driving people to paradise with in chains,
in
right?
chains, yeah.
You can't do that. And unfortunately, there are that category of people, they exist, but also I see a massive change. We do with real estate people for different offers, we do like maybe 15 to 20 calls every single week. And we hear a lot of feedback. A lot of people are hungry for what's new because they figured out they cannot compete. Now, if we look at the market, yes, there are the big players. They're always, I would say, there are the big players that are very old school. They don't want to change. They don't want to adapt. And it's fair because let's be honest, if you look at any big corporation or any big organization, the bigger they are, the more money they make. and the stupider they get, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're like a black hole.
Yes.
They will suck in all the clients because the name is already there.
Making more money makes you stupid, makes you mentally lazy. That's the reality.
I agree.
That's the reality, because you're too comfortable.
Done.
But at one point, there is friction. That's how the market, that's how capitalism works. That's how free marketplaces work. So for you to come, and there are also the other people that are early adopters to everything. I have people that I deal with and I work with, and I either worked with, that anything new that I bring to the table, or anything new that I build, they're always willing to test, which is really good. It tells you a lot also about a good mindset that's happening and being shifted now in the market for a lot of different people. Adapting is the natural selection of how the universe works. Right? It's either you adapt or you don't. And if you don't, you're too stupid to really, the market will filter you out. That's how it is.
Bro, like look at Kodak, Nokia, Blueberry, like BlackBerry or BlackBerry.
BlackBerry, yeah.
Yeah, it's you can see it's a proof that the bigger you get, the more. It doesn't mean that you're the biggest in the market, that someone will not like snatch that throne from you if you're not adaptable.
100%.
Especially now with AI, we're gonna talk. There is a surprise for you guys with AI, like something cool. But to come back to adaptability and all of that, the results those big companies have, those word of mouth, like someone telling someone. I mean, first of all, you said it, they're lazy to adapt. But do you think if they incorporate technology and these systems and all of that, they will maximize, or it will be like a small friction, a small spike that it's okay? As you said, I don't want to have a lot of clients. I want to have few clients and I'm happy. Maybe they also think like this. So what do you think?
Look, let's talk about real estate. Real estate comes down to real estate and the implementation of technology in real estate. To grow a real estate company, I've been doing this for like 4 years now, 5 years. I've been in the inner cuisine of the big and the small.
Yeah.
And if there is one thing that I can tell you, is growing a real estate company comes down to 3 things: your marketing, training of your salespeople, and your recruitment pillar. You need these 3 pillars to work hand in hand. You need good marketing to attract good agents. Even the small agents, if you don't have marketing, they don't come to you. And this is the mistake that people, for the early stage company owners, make. They think they bring the agents, then they bring the leads. No, you need to spend. There is money to be burned. You need to be comfortable with it. You need to make sure the leads are there first, and then bring in agents.
The pipeline always has to be bigger than the team.
100%. And then you have your recruitment and training. You need to recruit. It's either, look, this market, it's either you're too big or you're too small. There is no in between. In between, you won't survive. This is what the market says.
I agree.
This is what me observing the last, again, it's only my opinion, but this is what I have observed over the last 4 years. It's either you're too boutique and you're focused and niche on one specific type of product, one specific type of market, or you're too big. But the 20 to 30 agents and you're too lazy on recruitment, you're not going to survive. You're going to be crushed. You're going to be in that continuous, endless cycle of hire, fire, and you grow, and then you find yourself at the startup stage again with empty office. So all of these 3 pillars need to be growing consistently together. And that's how you identify your pillars of success, and then you reverse engineer it. Where can I implement technology in all these 3 pillars? Marketing, training, and recruitment. Recruitment, whatever you do, you have a lot of tools for AI recruitment, helping you to filter CVs, helping you to test applicants, helping you to automate the process of sending contracts and booking interviews, managing that whole process of recruitment. Endless tools for that. Same thing for marketing. Marketing now, you have AI avatars, you have AI content. The algorithms constantly keep changing. You need to adapt. You need faster content. If you shoot 1 video a month and you call that marketing efforts, then what are you expecting? Of course, you won't get a piece of the pie.
You'll be crushed by others. Yeah.
You will be crushed, because if there is always someone. This is what I learned. There is always someone with deeper pockets than you in this market. So for you to come in with lazy attitude and try to compete with the big dogs that have. I worked with clients that spend $1 million dirham per month on ads. How
I
would
agree.
you compete with that, even with the 10, like with 50 to 60, 70, or even 100K per month?
You cannot.
Impossible. It's just economy of scale applied on a marketplace, and you have no chance to win.
Some
the
people have a
only-
research department. It's like crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy. So your only chance to win and compete is to stand out in the effort. I always tell people it all comes down to two things: time and money. If you don't have the money, you need to put in the time, put in more efforts, create more content, talk about everything, cover more projects, test more content, provide more value. That's the time
Yeah.
investment. And if you have the money, then okay, cool. You can lay down until the market pushes you back again.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe what you say, it makes sense, because even the big companies who don't need, what you open in my head is that internally the operations can be run with technology, and it will make things
Sure.
more smooth. So yeah,
100%.
you'll be more into that comfort zone.
100%. There are many tools. Look, a lot of people. It's also a different. Let's give credit where credit is due. When I came here, the reason why I think like myself and maybe other people like myself built a good reputation and scaled fast is because of the high standards, and people found something new that is good. Not only good product, not only a good service, but also a good experience of working with clients. I have clients that's been with me now for 5 years. Working with me, never changed us, never thought of changing us. Not necessarily it's always been pinky word, right?
Yeah, of
Problems
course.
happen, challenges
Obviously.
come across. We're working with ads. It's a bunch of algorithms. But
Unpredictable as
it's unpredictable. It is the reality.
Yeah.
It's performance marketing. It's very unpredictable. But the market right now is different. There are other key players in marketing and whatever that are catching up. There is good value,
Yeah.
right? And for that, you see a lot of companies in real estate that are using these providers improve the marketing. I love a lot of videos for a lot of different companies that I know certain maybe players are doing their marketing or doing their content, and I absolutely love their content. It's amazing.
Bro, some people are closing deals by sending someone's YouTube video to their client.
Yeah, I've had clients
Yeah.
that people steal the videos my clients do, post them on their channels, and close deals. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So this is another complete topic of morality that
Yeah.
unfortunately is completely out of hand to even try to address.
Anyways, but I don't see it as immoral. I see it that the person who did the video and he helped someone closing with his video, he's benefiting way bigger than we cannot even quantify it. If I'm sending someone's video to close a deal, who's that someone? I mean, like, first of all, that client is watching that someone. So I think the you will reap those rewards a little bit down the line. Like, you have to be a little bit patient, and boom, one day they're like, everybody knows you. And I have clients who are like pure example for this, and now they're so big. But
Yeah.
anyways, we both agree that, as someone told me once, Dubai real estate problem is Dubai real estate agents.
Now, look,
I
I have a lot to say about this.
But let me add something.
Go ahead.
It's so what I wanted to come to is, like, we're blaming the agents.
Yes.
We cannot blame the agents.
You can't.
Thank you. That's what
You
I wanted
can't.
to say.
You
yeah.
can't blame the agents because everyone wants to, put it all on agents.
Mm,
But the agents are the byproducts of the market.
thank you.
You see, what's the difference between a successful agent that goes to X company and they make it big and they just freshers in the country, and have too many examples of them. They come to the right company, they get trained properly, they
Yeah.
get the right mindset, they get the right training, the right environment, the right support, and they make money and they grow. And you see them from a random agent that just came in to a senior director now, or an associate there.
Yeah.
I know too many examples of those. And you see other people that keep hopping around from company to company. Now, is it the agent's problem? No, it's the company problem. And look, it all comes down to the management mindset. Whoever owns that company, if that person does not change, and Allah does not change the condition of people until they change what is in themselves.
It's
So-
a universal law.
It's a universal law.
Yeah, I
It's a
agree.
universal law. So blaming it all on the agents, oh, we don't have good agents in Dubai. or I'm struggling to grow my company because I don't have good agents. The good agents won't come work with you. You need to understand it and you need to accept it. But the first aspect of addressing any problem is accepting that it exists. If you keep
Thank you.
blaming other people, you never progress. You're gonna be in like a hamster.
Especially the immature people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first aspect of it is to understand that if your company is not growing, if your people are not staying, if your people are not happy, especially the agents, salespeople, very commission only salespeople, they don't have a check guaranteed coming in at the end of the month. It's your problem. It's not theirs. Provide them with the right tools. Provide them with the right training. And you see, if you look at all of these, let's say companies, you can see a pattern somewhere. You can see the management were probably maybe 2, 3, or even one agent that made a bit of money and then decided to be a CEO.
That's another story now. Yeah.
But you can see that pattern.
Yeah.
It's either and if you look at how they, even if they are like 2, 3 years old company, if you look at the financials, it's probably only him that's been sustaining the company
Yeah.
because he is a good salesperson, but he's not a good CEO. Now, this is not the end of the world. You still can control it, but you need to work on yourself. You need to improve yourself. You need to acknowledge that you are an amazing salesperson. You made all the money you made, but you might not be a good manager. You might not be a good CEO, and there's nothing wrong with that. I wasn't a good CEO until a year ago.
Yeah. Not only a good CEO, like maybe you're not a good business minded person.
It could be.
Yeah. Because salespeople, they're like, their nature is what's in it for me.
Yeah.
But a business leader is what's in it for the company.
100%.
For that like license or that trademark he built.
100%. I agree with you. You cannot be short-sighted. You literally get paid the last and you eat the last when you are a business
I agree.
owner.
Otherwise you will not grow. Impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah.
If you keep yourself first, impossible, because it's a mindset. It's a mindset. If that's your mindset, you're not going to give time to your people. You're not going to give time to train your employees. You're not give time to give them the feedback they need on a day-to-day basis to improve.
Yeah. You know, I like what you said earlier, that there is a company, I don't remember the name, that they are a content agency first. Then that just happened, they sell real estate.
I've
But-
always believed in this. Yeah.
But I want to add something. I believe what comes before the content is, especially in this market, I think real estate agencies, they have to act as a school of real estate in a way, or like an institute of real estate and a real estate agency in the same time, because they have to educate their people. And that's only done by the people that we're talking about, the people
Yeah.
who put the company
100%.
first. Yeah.
100%. Training, educating is what Dubai market lacks. How can we streamline the standards of our market, of our agents that constitute the market?
Mhm.
Now you hear a random guy in Vienna speaking with 2, 3 people from Dubai. It's not. There is no virgin market for Dubai agents anymore. Every market, Dubai is already
Yeah.
in deep trenches with. Everywhere in the world, they know about Dubai. They talk to 1 or 2 real estate agents from Dubai. So, how can we make the standards high so not on a micro level those agents improve, make money, stick in the job, not with the smallest shift in the market all of them leave and go back to cabin
Yeah.
crew or whatever,
Mhm.
right? No, how can we sustain them? We need real estate people. The demand is there. We need people that are the whole country is built on housing. The whole country is built on the real estate market. We need qualified people that will educate and provide
Yeah.
value to international people, international investors, international end users that are relocating here. The question is, how can we streamline that process? The question is, how can we make it sustainable for them?
Yeah, I mean, as we said, like if a real estate company needs to be a school or an institute, it's a little bit taxing. So you need tools, you need, I mean, we will talk about something you did that it's really brilliant. That's the surprise. That will help companies to be that institute, you know, because what's an institute? What's a school? Is a literally a testing system. Is like exams and rewards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, these tools, and now that we have AI done, like you don't need to invest a lot, or like it's not taxing in terms of headcounts. You need just a nice system, someone who know how to run it, and boom. And you are a person who dived deep into this. But I have a question for you. You created a system that is a training system that we will talk about shortly, But in the other hand, you know everything about real estate. You're young, smart, very active. Why you didn't open a real estate agency? You know what I mean?
All right. So look, this is the question not only I receive from my clients,
Mm-hmm.
but from literally everyone that I talk to on a deeper level in real estate. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, I see the stuff I do as the Premier League, and I see real estate as whatever. Not necessarily. Look, I know almost every single person that I sit at a table with is double my age or a bit older than me and makes way more money than me. Almost every single client that I have makes way more money than me. That's not the point. What I'm talking about is multiple factors that has nothing to do with financials. I'm making whatever I'm making. I'm alhamdulillah, I'm blessed. I have a roof on top of my head. I have a bed to come back to, and I'm good. So what I'm talking about is the other factors that other people don't really count on. For me, location freedom is the most important aspect of my life.
Okay.
The lifestyle that I built with the stuff that I do, with the way I do things, allows me to be anywhere. And I don't like to be connected to one place. I want to be 2 months in Tokyo. I want to be 3 months in London. I want to be in Stuttgart. I want to be sometimes in Turkey. I want to be home in Tunisia. So,
By the way, he's Tunisian. My people, the North African folks.
let's go. So yeah, bro. That's combined with a lot of different aspects. I feel that what I do in real estate is sort of a downgrade to what I do. Now, again, this is only my opinion. Real estate is real estate, mortgage is mortgage, marketing is marketing. You do what's right for you.
I agree. For you, currency is freedom, not only monetary.
100%, 100%. For me, currency is freedom.
And this,
You said it right.
and your business model is paying you monetarily what you are happy with, and also it give you that freedom that is maybe for you more than money. And I agree with you. Like freedom is actually more valuable than money. All right, but we're here to also discover what you did. And first of all, you created something. I start always with the names called Kenza.
Yeah.
So before talking about the why you called it Kenza, I want to congratulate you for your marriage. You are a young married man, which we need more of.
Yeah.
I think is a good anchor for especially people who are doing business. How is the life with you as a young married guy? Like briefly, if you can tell me.
It's the best thing a man could do when it's the right person.
Obviously,
when it's the right person, it's the best thing you could do. I mean, it removes a lot of the distractions, especially in a city like Dubai, right?
Sin City.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it removes a lot of the distractions, but it also puts a lot of pressure on you to work harder as a man and to provide more value and to build something bigger than yourself. And it just opens your horizons to completely new spectrums. Now I have someone dependent on me.
Yeah.
Right. I need to work harder, and you sort of have something to prove to yourself, and that fire inside of you grows.
Yeah, ignites
but as
more.
I said, it can only grow if you're married to the right person.
I agree, 100%.
If you're married to a person that will see that effort that you put in, if you're married to someone that will push you to actually be better every single day, if you're married to someone that will be supportive.
Yeah.
Business people like yourself and myself, like I don't even want to call it business people, but we're building something.
Yeah.
Right? We're just builders.
Yeah, we want to create something and I'll put it out there for people to benefit from it.
It gets, you put in a lot of hours and it gets lonely a lot, even if you have a lot of friends, even if you have here.
Yeah, like you're with them, but like you're not with them. Like they're talking a different language.
It gets lonely really, really often. And if you need to have the right person to understand that aspect of yourself as well. Now, with women, sometimes it's hard because they are, emotional creatures.
And they like that attention. They like some time.
Which is fair. But so you need to balance.
I agree.
God created everything in balance.
I agree.
You need to balance yourself. You need to balance everything you do. But marriage is the best thing, really. If I were to cut it short, it's really the best thing you could do as a man.
Well, thanks for the advice for the guys who are not sure. I mean, you heard from someone who have quite of a great achievement. Now, was the name related to your missus or is different?
Kenza?
Yeah.
No, no, no. A lot of people when I started putting a lot of buzz about it, they think
Yeah.
when I announced it and I was teasing the idea,
Mm.
a lot of my friends thought we're gonna deliver a baby called Kenza.
Oh yeah.
But like, come on, chill, people. I was like, chill.
because Shoba, for example, is his wife's name.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yes, bro. That's
No,
it,
no,
yeah.
it has nothing to do with a baby, or it has nothing to do with my wife. Kenza is a Japanese word.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought Kenza as in the Arabic name.
No, no. Kenza is a Japanese word, and it means the inspection and the validation of one thing until it reaches the highest standards possible.
All this in one word.
That's yeah, because
Yeah.
Japanese words, it's like the letters, but then it's like loads of words, and
Yeah, it's
or
crazy,
it's a big meaning to it. So yeah, that's what the meaning is, and that's what
Cool.
I'm trying to build with it. That's literally the whole concept of Kenza. Let's work together
Mm-hmm.
to solve the biggest issue that everyone is trying to put a blind eye to. Everyone is fixing marketing problems, everyone is fixing recruitment problems, but no one is really addressing the core issue: creating agents that are trained. And I used creating for a reason, because I myself believe that good and great salespeople are made, not born. So we want to build an infrastructure that will feed, train, and grow the next generation of real estate people and salespeople overall, that will uplift not only their own standards, but the standards of the market they operate in overall.
All right. And I agree with you. People are like not even thinking it's a problem. That's which is a problem. And to train people is not easy also.
Yeah.
Now, what I like about what you did, you involved AI in such a fun way.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is obsessed with ChatGPT. Like some people are talking with their ChatGPTs more than talking to actual people.
100%.
And now
I'm one of them.
You know what I mean? Like it's and ChatGPT sometimes when it's trained, you really like kind of enjoy
Yeah.
because it's very knowledgeable. It can dive.
100%.
Sometimes I call it a she or a he, depending on the voice. So, and it's interesting and it's an entertainment in a way, if you don't know, if you know what I mean.
It is.
So you're bringing that aspect into training.
We call it edutainment.
Edutainment. Thank you. Which is very brilliant. Why we don't use this AI if it's available? And what I like, I mean, you will delve more into it. You have even like a test kind of, like you pass the test and all of that. Can you delve more into how Kenza works?
Yeah, let's start with the problem. The problem that Dubai real estate agencies and agents face right now is that you bring in agents, you teach them, or brief them on certain projects that you want to work on. You work with your marketing team to launch campaigns. Leads come in, you distribute the leads. They work 50% no answer, 20% junk leads, this, that, no pipeline. Oh, we have good leads, but no closings are happening. 3 months in, you fire agents, you hire new, and you repeat the same cycle again. Now, that whole process is broken because of training, because it's a fragile honor system. You come in, you bring in new products to your sales floor, and you brief them on them, and that's it. You trust that they learned it. You trust that they are nodding to you, for
inshallah,
like an hour.
They will close.
But it's inshallah, inshallah they will close.
Yeah.
Which is very fragile. You cannot grow a company like that. So we built Kenza. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, tell me Kenza in like 2 words. I tell them it's very simple. Sales is the sport, Kenza is your gym.
Yeah, all right, I got your point. Yeah, which makes sense. Or sales is the course and Kenza is the classroom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is how
like,
I see it.
Just like Cristiano Ronaldo, and I use this analogy a lot. He's a goat, and he wakes up every single day and trains and warms up before he goes to the pitch.
Yeah, maintaining that.
What do you think gives you the right as a salesperson to not warm up as well before you hit the sales floor, before you pick up the phone and start burning leads? Because every deal is not only a lead, but it's an opportunity. It has an opportunity cost to it. It could have been a deal for 4 million that's going to bring you 200K in commission. So that's why we built Kenza. Now, I would say the more sophisticated explanation of what Kenza is, think of it as literally a flight simulator. You log into Kenza, you crash,
but you don't die
for like 10 times, and then you learn, you get your certification. No one dies. You don't lose deals. You don't lose money. Master your craft, and then go on and practice.
It's like those trading platforms. They give you like a
100%.
virtual money. You trade with it, and then you learn, and then you do real money.
There is a reason for that. There is a reason for that, because it builds confidence.
Yeah.
It builds confidence.
Not only skill, but also confidence. I agree,
100%.
because you're like, your brain thinks that, okay, it's doing something, which is the thing itself. But I believe we will demonstrate for you how Kenza function. But before that, I just want to understand something. Implementing this type of tools, it might be weird or unusual for some people. How like, if a company acquires Kenza, how the implementation happens?
It's very simple. You developers send you, as a company, brochures, payment plan docs, fact sheets, whatever. Take all of those resources, don't even read them. Put them on Kenza. Our AI platform will create a course based on all of that information. Forget a brochure that's 50 pages with ChatGPT content. No one reads that. So neither the clients nor the agents.
This is a waste of paper.
It's a waste of paper. Put everything to Kenza. It will understand the core necessities of the project, the core information, the payment plan, the payment structure, the down payment, and all of the shenanigans, the unit types, the price per square foot per different unit, the views, the starting price, the price per square foot, and all of the different stuff. It will create you a very user-friendly course. Learn different objections, learn different FAQs, learn different competitions between the building that you're trying to sell and the building that's next door. It teaches you. And we built it on we call it the 3-step certification process.
All right.
So the first thing is you learn. Your manager uploads all of these resources and publishes them for you.
In Kenza, through Kenza.
Through Kenza on the platform. You receive a notification, hey, the Mac Riverside is assigned to you. Log in and train so you can receive leads.
All right.
Right? You log in, you learn in a very user-friendly interface that I will show you in a minute. Then you go to quiz.
That's my favorite part.
Fully powered AI quizzing. It's not a template. It's fully powered by AI. Even if you fail the quiz, then you need to, because every step needs a passing grade. You need to score a certain grade to pass to the next level. So if you fail and repeat it, it's a completely different quiz. It's fully AI powered. It's not the same questions again. So you quiz, you score, you go to voice simulations. Easy, medium, hard. You need to prove that you learned what you said, you
learn. You have to practice
what you learned.
Exactly.
The whole concept here is that I want to teach you with every single God-given sense that consumes knowledge. I'm gonna allow you to consume knowledge with your eyes. I'm gonna allow you to consume knowledge through typing. And I'm going to allow you to practice that knowledge through interactions, the real life interactions. You get easy, medium, hard. You can choose the personality. You can choose the language. We have Khaliji Arabic. We have Indian accent. We have English, French, Japanese. And we're continuously working on new languages. But the whole concept is that you need to learn, take a quiz, validate your knowledge, practice your knowledge.
And is it off-plan focused or?
No. We have early adopters and founding members, part of the founding members club that use it for rentals, that use it for secondary listings. It's applicable anywhere. You have something that your salespeople sell, independently of what it is, put it on Kenza.
And it will take care of it.
But it's fully optimized for Dubai real estate.
And I believe already now that we're talking about it, but like already some or a lot of real estate agencies, brokerages, they're benefiting from Kenza currently.
We have so we just launched 3 weeks ago our founding members club. It's consisting of 15 different spots. We have around We have actually 12 now. We still have 3 spots in the founding members club. We have a total of 205 agents on the platform between all of these 12 companies.
Okay.
And they are practicing every single day.
It's fun. I would, if I was an agent, I will practice. But now you answered indirectly the question when I told you why you don't open a real estate agency. It's like when the gold rush happened and some people that were running after the gold rush were like, no, some few people they're like, let's sell the shuffles. And then these people, they were sustainable. Maybe they were not making as much money as the top miners, but they were sustainable and they made the fortune.
100%.
But I know you're not focused only on making it a fortune. You are like a builder, as you said. You want to create a tool, and I loved it. But can we test it?
100%.
Yeah, let's
100%.
see.
This is how Kenza AI looks like. This is the team overview for you, your managers or the management, to basically track the progress of their salespeople, what they are doing, which projects they are certified in, which projects they are ready to receive leads in. You can track the progress of all of your team. But to explain the functionality of the platform, it's as simple as coming in here to...
But tracking, sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tracking the simulation progress,
all of it,
even the actual leads.
Yeah.
All right, that's an extra thing that is also handy. Yeah.
So it's as simple as this. You want to launch a campaign for a project in 10 days or 7 days, whatever it is. You come into Kenza, you come to new module, put in the project name, upload all of the resources that you have, and just upload and generate. Sit, relax for like maybe 60 seconds. Kenza is analyzing all of the resources you provided, brochure of the project, the payment plans, everything. And it's creating you the course. Now, that will be saved for you. And as soon as you publish it, all of your salespeople will receive a notification, a new assignment to you. Go in and train before you receive leads. So they need to get certified before they receive leads.
Oh, so like this, they will how can I say it in English? They will earn the lead.
Of course, they need, because they need. It's crazy, bro. People are paying 500 and 600 dirhams for leads. It's only fair to you as agent, so you can master your craft, and it's only fair to the company as well.
Yeah, like the owner, he's like, at least he will be seeing results for somebody, and that's someone he
knows they are qualified.
Yeah,
if I give you a lead, I know you're qualified to handle it, and you know you're qualified to handle the lead.
So there is the confidence aspect.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win. It makes everyone happy.
I agree. That's cool.
You come here to get certified. You see all of the projects assigned to you with their due date. And as I said, we implemented a very robust system. Learn, quiz, train. 3 steps. So literally every single company manager that uses Kenza with their team, they get certified with their agents in like an hour. 9 a.m. they upload all of the brochure, all the project information. Within minutes, Kenza generates the course and publish it to their team. Their team logs in and train. And within like 45 minutes maximum, they are certified and ready to receive leads.
Amazing.
So the user interface makes it very, very interesting. So I'm going to show you an example for the Mac Riverside. So this is how the learn section looks like. You have the product, developer, unit pricing, sales toolkit. All of these sales toolkit, buyers, competition, objections are all powered by AI. Our platform will understand the project and will build you your sales toolkit. What's unique about this project? How should you sell this project? What are the different buyers for this project? Are they young professionals? Are they young families? End users, investors? What to focus on? How to sell this project, basically.
So it focuses on a lot of mattresses. Like it's customized to Dubai real estate also.
It is customized for it's purely trained on Dubai real estate projects. So it also gives you the common objections. The price per square foot is crazy. What to say? How to shift the focus from price to value. So it gives you all of the objections. You go and learn all of that. You mark it as learned, as simple as this. I have learned this. Automatically it directs you to the quiz. Now you need to take the quiz, right? The quiz, as I said, it's fully AI generated. So it refreshes every time with different levels of points about that specific project. The more you practice, the more you do it. So if you fail, it gives you completely different questions. It's very dynamic. Yeah. If you answer 2-3 questions in the right way, the next question will be very hard.
Oh,
So it's dynamic.
So the questions are not being generated in one sheet. They're
No.
like one question. Okay.
No, they are dynamic. They are generated on the spot. How you interact and how you basically
The power of AI, everybody.
how you interact with it. So it takes a bit of time to generate you the quiz because it's going across all of the information available about that project, but it usually takes no more than 10 seconds. So you see here, first question. Again, it gives you the category of what category of about this project the question is about, and what's the nature. Is it easy question? Is it a softball? Is it? And you go on and you train.
Look, this is amazing. I mean, it's like, as we said, it's like an online course that is very detailed. It's really custom to Dubai. It's amazing. But me as a lover for an AI token, I really want to, because you already showed me this,
Yeah.
but I want to see it like
Let's do it. Let's
face
do
to
it.
face.
Let's do it. It's very simple. You go to practice, choose whatever project you want to practice on. All right,
So
let's
what
do,
do-
for example, let's do a general practice, yeah?
All right,
It
general
has nothing
practice.
to do with, you choose the scenario of the call. Is it an
Okay.
initial outreach? Let's choose initial outreach. And you have different personas, different categories. Warm up.
But can you come back? There is initial, how many scenarios you have?
We have 6 scenarios.
Yeah.
So initial outreach, cold call, discovery call, follow up after a no answer to a lead that didn't answer you.
Wow.
Follow up after a conversation that you had with the lead on WhatsApp. You're re-engaging a cold lead, or
Okay.
it's a callback request on like a website forum or whatever.
Amazing. Let's do the hardest one, an initiation call.
Initial call. All right.
Initial call, yeah.
So the prospects here, we built you 3 different categories: the warm-up category, challenge yourself, and test your skills. Okay.
So which one you want? We're not
for
Asians,
you-
guys.
Nah, come
We're
on.
not Asians.
I'm gonna give you the hardest one. Let's see how you act with it. So this persona is Raj, an
Raj.
Indian bombarded investor. So he owns a lot of properties in Dubai. You need to really prove
Be
yourself.
be
Here,
knowledgeable.
It's very simple. You choose the language that you want to train on. So let's say
So
English.
how
Indian.
many languages we have? Like everything, like all languages on the planet?
No, unfortunately not. Currently, we only support English, US, UK, Indian English, and then French and Gulf Arabic. But this week we're rolling out Japanese, German,
Wow.
Spanish. So 3
Wow.
more languages will be added this week. Yeah. So do you want to do the Indian one? Let's do the Indian one.
I'm not an Asian, so let's.
Come on, go through it.
Yes, speaking.
Hello, Raj. How are you?
Who's this? How
This-
did you get my number? I didn't sign up for anything, huh?
Raj, I believe your number was in our CRM, so it must been there because you fill a form about one of our projects.
Look, I get 20 calls a day from people like you. I'm tired of it. I'm hanging up if you don't get to the point. You have 30 seconds. What do you want?
So Raj, I'm calling you for a project in the Dubai Island. It's a very amazing project. It's a very interesting project for investors specifically, which I know you are one of them. And I want to ask you, by the way, did you hear about Dubai Islands before?
Fine, I've heard of it. But why should I care? I already own 6 properties in Dubai. What makes this project worth my time?
Well, first of all, you have to care because there is a lot of investors like you who already are jumping into Dubai Island, and I think you need to, because you know the potential of this city.
I've heard this kind of pitch before. Sounds a bit too good, no? What's the catch here? Tell me something concrete or I'm done.
So basically, it's an island that will change even the structure of the city itself. They will change the airport just because of this island. They will take it to another section of the city. Don't you think if the government is doing all of this, it will not be something interesting or worth your time?
Ari, that's a lot of hype, but I need numbers, yaar. What's the ROI? Who's the developer? I don't have time for fairy tales.
Well, here where I'm not an agent, so you can pose it.
Yeah, we can pause it.
I
So
have the
basically-
beginnings, but like I don't have the endings.
So you see here, what happens right now is that after you finish your practice session, it basically Coach Nova, who's your sales manager or sales coach on the platform on Kenza AI, is analyzing your performance and generating personalized feedback by second. What did you do right? What did you do wrong? And everything that's been basically generated or happened during the call. Yeah.
So can I
see
see
it?
my score?
You scored 58, right? Kansas
For
scored-
someone who's lying,
for someone who's lying, well, look, 58 is a low score actually, but
Yeah.
you see here, you have timestamps second by second at second 05. This is needs improvement. The hook, you could have said this, and this is the sales technique.
oh, so he give you alternatives.
Alternatives. Yeah, you should
Yeah.
have said that. And if you are practicing on, let's say, a specific project, let's say we're practicing on the Mac Island or the like whatever, any project in Dubai Island, and I choose that as the first step, and I say the price per square foot wrong or the starting price wrong, it will correct you because it's connected. Now we only did general practice, so it's
that's
general.
why, because I'm not an agent. But like, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
These alternatives, they are generated according to what course, what source?
So we trained the model on the best sales courses and the best sales strategies and the best sales books that exist in the
Wow.
in the last 20 years.
That's huge, bro.
Yeah, we trained it on as much sales strategies and sales calls and sales points with our founding members as well to make the product as close to reality as possible in the AI simulations. Sure, it's a really good.
It's
engine
amazing.
actions,
Yeah. And it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
And you're like stressed as if the real client is talking to you. It's brilliant. Like, look, Sanad, I think we need to bring you again
Amazing. I'd love
soon to talk about this on more details. We'll have like a session where we're gonna speak with Kenza or whatever.
Yeah,
Raj.
we should.
Raj is an asshole.
Yeah, he is, bro. Raj doesn't joke around you. It's
Yeah.
either you're on your A game or he's not listening.
Yeah, like he was like
Grilling
like,
you.
Yeah, he grilled me. Like,
that's the
I feel
reality.
bad now.
It's either you train and you nail Raj on the simulation
Yeah.
or you're not really
Yeah.
ready for real leads.
Sanad, as we close it, always on Checked, you have been checked.
Oh, is that a good thing?
It's a good thing.
Amazing, 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 amazing.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure, absolutely my pleasure.
Look, for more people like Sanad, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any question about this amazing tool. Ciao.
Thank you very much, my pleasure.